Imagine working a long shift, giving your all, only for your new boss to smirk, wipe his finger across a hidden dusty shelf, and say with a laugh, "Looks like you've still got work to do." That laugh wasn't just annoying. It was the kind of laugh that makes your blood boil. But by the end of the night, let's just say the tables turned, and my manager never messed with me again. I used to work at Best Buy in the Geek Squad. Closing shifts were usually straightforward. Help the last stragglers, clean up our apartments, clock out and go home. Nothing glamorous, but manageable. But then he arrived, our new manager, fresh from Circuit City. Yeah, a store that was already dying back then. And from the moment he walked in, he radiated insecurity. You could see it in the way he puffed his chest out and how he over-explained every rule. And especially in the way he looked at us like we were lazy high school kids who needed discipline. And oh, did he love flexing his so-called authority. This guy wasn't just strict. He was meticulous to the point of sadism. During closing, he'd walk around nitpicking every little detail. Did you Windex on the register? Did you dust brochures? Did you clean behind the signage? It wasn't leadership. It was power trip. You could tell he loved catching people off guard. That smug, satisfied smirk whenever he found some imaginary flaw. That's what he lived for. One night, it was dead quiet. Hardly any customers came in after 8 p.m. My buddy and I thought, perfect, let's start our closing duties early, so we can actually get out on time for once. We worked efficiently, checked every task off the list, and by 9:15, 15 minutes after closing, we were ready. All that was left was the manager's walkthrough. At first, everything looked good. Counters wiped, computers straightened, shelves neat. But then, he did that thing. He stopped in front of the display, pulled back a random piece of signage, dragged his finger across the shelf, and held it up. A faint line of dust clung to his fingertip. He smirked, that smug, weaselly smirk. And with his little laugh, like he'd just caught us committing corporate fraud, he said, "Looks like you guys still have some work to do." I swear, the air left the room. My buddy and I just locked eyes. In that moment, we didn't need words. We both knew exactly what had to be done. If you wanted us to clean, fine, we would clean. We weren't just going to dust a little extra. We were going to deep clean this department like it had never been cleaned before. Every drawer was empty, wiped down, and reorganized. Every brochure was perfectly aligned, like a hotel Bible. Every computer in the back was unplugged. The shelves underneath scrubbed spotless. The floors vacuumed twice. The top stock rearranged until it looked like a corporate photo shoot. We didn't just clean, we went nuclear. And here's the beauty. The more we cleaned, the more he had to stay. Store policy said a manager couldn't leave until the last employee clocked out. So if you want to play games, we'd play harder. 10 p.m. turned into midnight. The store was silent. Every other department was dark, their employees long gone. But in Geek Squad, you could still hear the hum of vacuums, the clatter of keyboards being moved, the squeak of Windex bottles. Meanwhile, Mr. Manager, he was slumped in the office, his hard-ass energy slowly draining away. By the time midnight rolled around, he looked like a deflated balloon, eyes bloodshot, shoulders sagging. But we weren't done. Oh no, we went back through spots we'd already cleaned, just to take longer. We debated the arrangement of brochures. We triple-checked cords and shelves. And every time he glanced our way, we pretended we were just getting started. By 2 a.m., the man was broken. He shuffled out of the office, dragging his feet like a zombie, and said in a hoarse voice, "Guys, let's go." I looked up, feigning innocence, but we still haven't dusted the counters. He cut me off. "It's fine. Let's go. Please." We took our time packing out, slowly clocked out, slowly grabbed our jackets. Every second was delicious. And the cherry on top, my buddy and I were both off the next day. But him, he had an early conference call. Meaning, while we were sleeping in, he'd be dragging himself back to the store on barely any rest. After that night, everything changed. Every time he closed with us, there was no more smirking. No more "did you clean under this?" interrogations. he'd just glance at us and say, "You guys ready to go?" And that was it. Lesson learned. Justice served. There's nothing like watching a bully crumble under the weight of their own games. He wanted to flex his power. We turned it against him. He wanted to waste our time. We wasted his moral. That smugness, gone. That smug attitude, buried under exhaustion. And all it took was a little patience, teamwork, and the sweetest weapon of all, pettiness. Sometimes, revenge doesn't need to be loud or dramatic. Sometimes, it's as simple as showing someone what it feels like to choke on their own medicine. And the best part, once they taste it, they never come back for seconds. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button. And tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest but most satisfying revenge you've ever pulled off of? Don't forget to subscribe for more stories when karma comes served ice cold. Because trust me, this one, it's just the beginning.